Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hope you're all doing well, and welcome to this Norsca vs. Elves showdown. It's going to be myself here with Sayl the Faithless on a very snowy map. You can actually see we're getting some snow in the lens here, very, very fun. But we are going to be using an incredibly forbidden build, which is probably not going to be good here, which is going to be double cursed ETTIN. Now, these guys against High Elf Monster Mash might be okay. If they're fighting like dragons and those type of units, I think they might really shine, but against Archer Bricks, could be very, very dangerous. But let's go ahead and see how he plays. We got Marauders over here, we got Marauders over here, and people forget ETTINs do have Vanguard deployment as well, which is pretty cool. So Sayl, very good against tiles, basically just use Chain Lightning on their Archer blobs, and then you can use Enfeebling Foe on like the Fireborn. Gonna be a little bit tricky to deal with old Tyrion here, but we're gonna try our best. So in reinforcements, Famir, we got some Marauder Bearmen, some Kurgan Horsemen with great weapons, all sorts of fun stuff that we love here. Okay, that's gonna be Caradhran. Mixed in with Tyrion. Okay, he doesn't have too many archers, so I think we definitely can feast here a little bit. Let's get you guys in the trees, and we're going to grab this objective, and then as soon as we get that, we're going to head to the high ground and try and wrestle that one. So big thing, big win con this game is going to be getting Night Maws on the... yeah, that's right. That's his home objective. Man, so I'm playing on ladder right now. I haven't played ladder in ages, but it is kind of an interesting one. Some of these maps were not terrible. This one's a little bit haggard because of the choke points, in my opinion, but overall, it could be worse. All right, so let's go back. We're going to get you guys up into the trees like so. So let's like park you right here and you right here. They should be able to beat those guys eventually, and then we just got to fight over the middle, right? Reinforcements-wise, let's go ahead and just call in a couple Marauder Bearmen, just get these bad boys moving up so we have some real infantry meat. And the big dread ETTINs will lurk in the wings here. Yeah, we got to wait for the infantry to arrive. You guys are going to move up, and the horsemen will be pretty decent against Tyrion as well as Caradhran. Okay, so we got the big dog waiting there. We can get you guys ready to collapse. We see where his archers are, and he is going to get his clutches on the middle. So it's just kind of a bit of a timing push right now. And I assume he's going to call in some like lions or something to deal with these guys, or some Silverhelm. So we're going to have the Kurgans on standby, but we need to definitely show some interest here. The choke points don't make this easy for us at all, but it's kind of interesting, the challenge that this presents, right? So we're going to get up on the cliff there. The Marauders are going to go fight those swordsmen. Should be pretty good. Let's get you guys up, and let's pull our horsemen up as well. And the big dog is going to go here. We're going to do this, and then Night Maw should be able to go right down the pipe on you guys. So let's go ahead and give that a try, see if I can get the range on that. Very unfortunate. Looks like he's going to see that one coming because of the range proximity you need for that. So Night Maw needs to be very, very close to be summoned, but it looks like we're going to get it. All right, I'll take it. So you guys get back. You guys can come up and get ready to fight Tyrion a little bit, which is going to be fine. We'll get you in the mix here. Let's pull back our horsemen there and see how the big boys do. Yeah, let's just send them in and get cooking. All right, so yeah, now we see some big scaries coming, though. So we got to be careful. Let's pull our horsemen up and around here, and then we're going to get some Famir with great weapons to come in and reinforce here. Those are the Fireborn. Those are not going to be fun. So we're going to retreat away. We can leave one Marauder here just to target these characters. Now remember ETTIN's heal, which is pretty freaking nasty. So the Famir are coming. We're going to need to get our horsemen here. This map's definitely a little bit precarious for the horseman situation. One of you guys is going to go there, and I'm actually okay to take this fight if I have Marauder support, so we can put a little bit of an enfeebling foe on these guys, and hopefully the ETTINs are going to feast, and we'll have you guys on standby, ready to do a little bit of ambushing. All right, so you guys get in combat here, you guys get in combat here. It looks like our Marauders are winning on that side. You guys are chasing pretty effectively there, and we do have our Poison Hounds, and the Horsemen are going to come over here and hopefully help us win this Duel of Fates. All right, so you guys get in. Let's lure you guys around. These guys are pushing a little bit. We got Famir coming in. Let's go ahead and get the Frostwolves as well. And one of the big dogs is in trouble right now. Yeah, I don't know about that low ground fighting. Feels a little bit sketchy for sure. All right, so you guys keep running. Let's get these guys here. Let's get the Famir to attack them. You guys go back that way. And just keep our big giants kind of unga-bunga-ing away from him right now. That fight up there is going all right. This is going to be kind of sketchy here. Some of the Poison Hounds can jump on these guys and jump on these guys, and let's get the ETTINs back. Keep these Marauders pushing these guys. You guys go down here, and actually that's just Caradhran right now, so I think we're okay with that. Poison Hounds are on the case, and the Famir Warriors should be moving up right now. We'll see if we can get done with that. All right, are we going to be able to pull off a W with the Haggard double ETTIN build? I don't know. Find out today, guys. Bearmen are getting it a little bit, so we're going to put a Chain Lightning down here on these guys, although I feel like a Chain Lightning would probably be better elsewhere. Yeah, and Caradhran's going to be hunting right now, which is fine. Let's get you guys in the mix here, and everybody get in on the Fireborn, and we're going to go ahead and do an enfeebling foe on them right now. Great. All right, some Marauder Horsemen throwing axes need to pile up. The ETTINs are going to continue chasing, and now they can come across this way, and hopefully we can start to win some of these fights. Bearmen, of course, are losing, and the fight's definitely not going in our favor right now. He's in a winning position, but this is a game that can still be won, for sure. Alright, so we have the Frostbite on these bad boys. We have this objective. The high ground objective is going to be getting folded here. 2 Ettins are on the chase, and hopefully we can drag down a bunch of those Fireborn units and take the fighting over here. So we're going to get another Famir, because I think they're very good. Obviously off the heels of playing on that Famir DLC, or not DLC, the mod. It was DLC quality. It was very, very good. Alright, Swordmasters, we're not worried at all about that. We have Ettins, so the Ettins are going to take those things to Pound Town for sure. So the Haggard Ettins are going to march in. Let's get our Hound units, get them back, retreat a little bit, and you guys are going to throw out the Silver Helms, and let's get the Famir to move in on the Silver Helms here. While the Ettins are going to move into the Swordmasters down there, and then we need Sayl the Faithless to be careful. He needs to be very, very careful here. All right, we're going to do a Dreadmaw right there. Big Pound Town Ettin boys are in, and these guys are getting it pretty good. Sayl can help, and we are going to have some magic here soon. Hopefully the Ettins will be able to carry the day. All right, Kurgan Horseman's going to be coming in a moment, so we'll get them coming across. Don't really care about the rest of the battlefield. It's time to just focus all of our efforts right here. All right, so Chain Lightning, where do we use it? It's so hard to see. It looks like there's a fair amount of good quality units over there. The Famir are all up on these Silver Helms right now, and the Ettins are hanging in there, man. They are hanging in there. All right, Sayl, need to retreat a little bit. Let's get the throwing weapons right here. We can do an enfeebling foe on them as well. Keep their stats a little bit lower while you guys charge out. And the Kurgans need to hurry the hell over here. They need to get the heck going. All right, we have one objective. Value trading here actually I think is starting to come into our favor a little bit. The Famir chasing these guys off is quite good. And the big boy Ettins can now jump on these guys. Let's get you guys back. And I just got to make sure Sayl doesn't get sniped here. That's going to feel really, really bad if he does. So let's get the doggies in there. You guys coming in, Kurgan Horsemen. And we are now being pushed by spears a little bit. So let's get some of the Marauder Bearmen to come this way. And we may need to retreat. It may warrant a retreat here. We have a lot of time to value trade, so not stressing it too much. Sayl does have Shalkane's Teeth, which I don't know how good it is after some of the nerfs, but let's go ahead and try it on these guys, see what's cooking. And we're going to keep looping in, get the Kurgan Horsemen to run these guys down. Big boy's going to head over on top of the Rahagris Pride. And definitely some vulnerabilities we could capitalize on over there, I think. Definitely some. All right, so what do we got here? Did the Kurgans move through the trees? Yeah, there they go. All right, so they are engaged there. And now we have the 2 big Ettins going to be taking some of these guys to Pound Town. Now, remember, Ettins do have healing, so those bad boys are able to heal up, which is pretty freaking nasty. All right, let's get back. We managed to succeed right there. So let's go get on Tyrion with all these units. And the big Chad Ettins are actually kind of getting it done. So now we have an opportunity to snipe Tyrion. On this side, do we want to do anything? We can get a couple Marauders just to come here since I think we're winning. So we're going to get you guys up and up. Move you guys up like so. And then we're going to go back to Sayl the Faithless over here, who is being chased by Karadrin. But we have him pretty heavily surrounded right now. Tyrion is getting taken to Pound Town with perfect Chain Lightning target. So we can probably wipe that unit out, which is going to be great. Let's unsummon you. Chain Lightning is going to go down on the Spearman right there, and then we can try and get them with the Nightmaw as well, just to end their careers, and it looks like their career has been ended. All right, so Tyrion, if we could just break him, I think it's just GG, and we have him fully surrounded right now, man. It's looking pretty good. So what do we got chasing us here? Some Spearmen? Okay, let's get you guys back. We can save the ammunition in case something big and scary comes in, and enfeebling foe. We're just going to try and get Tyrion off the battlefield. Yeah, we're going to run away with you, and Tyrion is broken, so now we just basically escort him off the battlefield. And yeah, Ettins should be able to take those guys to the club pretty freaking hard. All right, so we got some Reavers coming in. So what he's going to try and do is sneak around me here. So we're going to get you guys under, and you're going to go intercept these guys. Sayl the Faithless needs to run away right now. Could be a bit of a disaster if he gets caught. We'll do a little Nightmaw here. Do some of this. We're going to pull in one of you guys and see if we can save him. But if we can't, you know, it is what it is. You know, he had a good run, and I'll happily trade Tyrion for Sayl. So. All right, so Tyrion's gone. Sayl we can probably just resummon, but is it worth trying to save him? I don't think so. I don't think it is. And up on the high ground here, how's this looking? Hound units can go right there. You're going to go right there, and these are Silver Helms. Okay, so we just run away here. Don't want any of that smoke. We still have the Ettins. The Oceanids here crumbling. We're pulling a pretty big value lead right now. And now we can get you guys working this way. Let's get you guys in the middle ready to harry. And yeah, we just collapse on the middle with everything right now, basically. I think that's going to be fine. Silver Helms, if we can lure them a little bit deeper, like just right here, then we can call in some Kurgan Horsemen to feast, which is going to be fun. All right, Bearmen coming. Yeah, Ettins also, yeah, they're meaty, man. 14,000 HP is no joke. All right, let's unsummon you. Sayl the Faithless, resummoning him is going to be actually kind of an easy deal. So we'll just summon you guys, and then the rest of the resources are going to be saved up. But I am running out of time on points, so I need to hurry the hell up and get around here. I could take some Famir in his backfield with the Kurgans and probably be fine. Let's get some of the Hound units coming over here. And now we could just throw some throwing axes, whatever. Okay, so are we going to be able to lure these Silver Helms to their doom with the Kurgan counter push? I think so. We'll attack them with the Hound units and maybe be okay. Hound's here. They can go ahead and fight there. Beast of Tashnar should trade pretty well with Rahagras. And the Narnia Alliance, Narnia big boys are going to come down. Let's get you guys to attack right there. And then we can counter push with the Kurgans here. And I think that will fold every part of his army here. So let's get on the archers. You guys here, just fight the Reavers. And then we can get the Kurgans with Grey Uppins who will come up and fold up those Silver Helms very well. And great, you guys need to move in. Yeah, just bash Spearman. We don't really care at this point. Just all hands on deck. And I think he's running out of steam pretty freaking hard. He has seen better days. All right, let's come down here, get the Bearmen on the objective, and I know we have some infantry coming here, which is going to be a lot of cap weight. And up here on the high ground, that is a winning fight as well. And as a matter of fact, we should just go up here with all of our dudes and do a little bit of a raid. All right, what is that? That's Caradhran. Yep, Caradhran's fine. He is scary, but nothing the dread Ettins cannot handle. Bearmen should be able to push through these guys, and do we just park on this objective? No, I think we just go steal the high ground one, because we're about to win the high ground anyways. Do we really need those guys? Maybe we just keep you guys here. I think we have enough high ground. I didn't realize how decisive of a victory that was on the high ground, so yeah. We're definitely going to call in Sayl as our next call-in. He's going to be the play. Looks like it's going to be Tyrion. That's actually not a problem for us. We could just surround Tyrion with a bunch of Kurgans, and we're going to be cooking. All right, so Caradhran, we ignore him. Move on to the point. Tar pit Caradhran with these guys. Get the Dread Ettins moving over that way, and great. So we got the high ground. That's going to be a triple cap for us. And then we get Sayl the Faithless here in a moment. He's only 1400 something, so pretty good deal. All right, so you guys are chilling. Tyrion's on his way in, trying to be extra Chad and help the homies out. And Caradhran, he does have his Caradhran engine, so we got to watch out for that. Can go after the Henry Cavill here, and Tyrion is surrounded right now. Let's get all of you guys on the archers. Just run you guys down there. And high ground objective is going to us pretty decisively. All right, so Sayl, I think we still have only 10 wins of magic. Is he really worth the resummon? He does have the Nightmaw item, which I think justifies the resummon, so we're going to do it. Because he gets that plus Shalkane's Teeth, so he's got a couple like dank items. All right, let's get you guys in. Sayl's going to come back up. We do have enough for an enfeebling foe, which is cute. As far as the fighting goes here, one of our Ettins is getting very, very low, so we need to move back on top of the Bearmen here. Let's get you around the backside, and Tyrion just kind of getting whomped on by those Famir, which is to be expected. We'll get some Marauder Bearmen in there, and here comes my opponent. Going to be trying to reclaim their objective here, but I think we're okay. I think we're all right. So we're going to go ahead and I think I should probably keep the Marauder Horseman active. He's not playing for my back objective, which is good. Against basic Spearmen, I think we just get some Marauders and have them move up here. So you guys fight right here, you guys go right here, and you go right here. And Sayl the Faithless is now returned. One of the Ettins is very, very low, but he is healing. Caradhran's probably just going to hunt them down. I didn't realize Caradhran was on horseback, so that makes it a little bit harder. But now we have a big enough lead that I think we can just chill out for a while. We'll see. It's going to be a little bit dodgy regardless. We'll keep these guys for capture weight. Caradhran, we don't want to like proc his Mortis engine, you know. That's a little bit of a dangerous one. Is he going for my back objective? If he is, we can just reinforce it with some Marauders and kind of play for the late game, which is going to be fine. A couple of Famir, let's move him in. Get on top of Tyrion here. Tyrion's like, hey, I heard you didn't have enough last time, so we're going to go ahead and bully you once again. All right, enfeebling foe, and we can do the... He doesn't really have any units here. It's mainly just single entities. All right, let's get you guys in the archers, run you guys down a little bit. We unsummon you guys, get them back in the pool. And our horsemen need to go to the high ground and make sure we don't lose that objective. Great. So Tyrion's getting hunted. We have the Chad Titan here, but being hunted by Caradhran very, very heavily. Yeah, we could try and get Tyrion off the battlefield again, which would be really funny. Tyrion going down twice is certainly not something you think of happening often, but it does. So Marauder Bearman, he's not going to be able to get my back objective, and now we can just call in, I think, some sustainable infantry because we're at a point where we win on just the two. So we don't need to go too crazy here. All right, Caradhran's getting it. He's being attacked by the Famir, but also dropping it like it's hot back on me. You have the capture weight chilling here. These are what, Spearman units? Okay, so we just stand back here basically and maintain capture weight. That's going to be fine. And we got to keep our Lord away. We obviously don't want to give him a freebie here. All right, so one Ettin's going to go there. Henry Cavill's chilling. Let's just call it a Frost Doggy. Frost Doggies are pretty good for tar pitting characters, and we have another Marauder coming in here. Kurgan's there fighting and getting karate chops, but it's all good. So now I need to get Sayl up there to use his abilities to wear down the infantry corps. Over here, it looks like we're fine on that objective, so he's not going to have any teeth on that. Famir hanging out. Ettin's doing its thing, man. I can't get away from those guys. Let's just go tar pit them here, see if that works out. And then, you guys are waiting for that. We're going to go ahead and get a nice little Nightmaw right there. Just open up some casual vampiric horrors on his face. Or not vampiric, chaos horrors. There they go. And do we have Bearmen coming in anywhere? I could sacrifice one of these guys. Yeah, Nightmaw gets some nice damage right there. And we're going to go here and just try and tar pit those guys for now. Then we can get down the side and use the Shalkane's Teeth. All right, so how's this all looking? Bearmen need to probably come up to the high ground objective to help deal with those guys. And then we're going to use Shalkane's Teeth down the pipe on the Fireborn, which of course are a bit of a problem. We'll call in some Kurgans. Kurgans have great weapons, so they can fight them. And we're going to shoot Shalkane's Teeth down the side. I don't even know if it's going to do much damage. It's not insignificant. All right, so you guys go right there. We have a big points lead here, so now we just kind of methodically sacrifice units one at a time to buy time on the objectives. And it looks like Tyrion's like in the process of going down again. Oh my god, that freaking ETTIN is still going. Jeez Louise, what a Chad. All right, so you're going to scurry away. Let's get you guys back in the trees. We're going to go ahead and get the Kurgans and try and finish off Caradhran, although maybe better to just retreat. Play it safe. Keep these guys down here. Tyrion's still trapped up. And yeah, we're approaching 1,400 points. Like, why do we take risks here? Let's just get Caradhran back. I think we can break him unless... If he separates from the Fireborn, like if the Fireborn turn around to deal with something else, then I think we're okay. We got 1,400 points. We got somebody on the back objective. Fireborn are turning around, so now we can go for the Space Jam Slam. And Caradhran's probably going to fold up here against the Kurgans. They have a really nice little charge bonus and should be able to finish him off. His engine is now active, which is a little bit scary. But we got the great weapons here, and the Norsca Ice Wolves are chilling. So let's keep them back here. ETTIN still didn't hear no bell, man. He is putting in the work right now. Let's get another Kurgan over here. Pull you guys back, and Caradhran has been slain. Okay, yeah, I figured he would overextend there and we'd be able to get him. So let's get these guys here, and we're going to get the Kurgans on them as well. It's a little bit risky, but with the 3v1, I'm pretty sure we win. Tyrion getting manhandled by that ETTIN, though. Jeez Louise. 3,600 value Giga Chad ETTIN. Dude, that was a good game. Yeah, Stinky Beans is one of our regular tournament players. He's a solid player. I just ran into him on ladder. A worthy foe, indeed. Sayl was fine. He did his thing, but ETTIN's, man, 1,300 on that one and 3,600 on the other one. That man paid for himself. That map was very challenging for us, I feel. It was hard to get to his archers because of the choke points on that map, but kind of made it interesting for sure. Some multi-pronged fights. Famir is very, very good as well. We do have 1,700 value here. Beast of Tashnara got about 600-700 too. And yeah, Kurgans, solid little unit after their buffs. They got nice little buffs, just very small ones, and now they're kind of in a sweet spot. But I don't play Norsca often, but very fun to kind of explore the ETTINs here. I didn't hate them. They really helped in the SE fight. And there is kind of this rise of high elf players spamming dragons. We've seen a couple like Azir, and I'm sure Anticity does it as well. But just the dragon spam builds, and I feel like this build would kind of counter that, right? You'd have all the horsemen, then you'd have the two big ETTINs to just like face tank and beat down the dragons. So yeah, what's not to love? All right, guys, see you around. Take care of yourselves. And that's it for tonight. Cheers.